Kidd Kraddick in the morning.
The Showbiz Top 5.
Hey, it's Kellie Rasberry with your Showbiz Top 5 for Monday, December the 7th. New Moon could not stay on top forever. It finally was beat out by Sandra Bullock's movie The Blind Side, which has been holding steady at number 2 for the past couple of weeks, finally overtaking the top spot. So we've got Blind Side at number 1, New Moon number 2. Coming in third was a bit of a surprise, Brothers, starring the very emaciated Tobey Maguire, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Natalie Portman, that debuted with $9.7 million, enough for a third-place finish. The lead singer of Weezer had to be taken to the hospital after a tour bus accident in New York yesterday. He and his family, all riding in at Rivers Cuomo, was tossed around the back lounge area of the bus, suffered rib fractures, 3 cracked ribs, internal damage, also injured one of his legs. His wife and 2-year-old daughter were not injured, even though his toddler daughter was thrown from a top bunk. She apparently landed safely. However, the assistant in that bunk with her was not so lucky. She also fractured 2 ribs and a lower vertebrae. The bus driver says he just hit a patch of ice, and that sent the bus into the median, hit some reflective posts, crossed back over the highway and crashed into a ditch, and everyone that saw it says if it wasn't for the bus driver's skill, the accident could have been a lot worse. Billy Joel and Christy Brinkley's daughter, Alexa Ray, reportedly tried to commit suicide by taking an overdose of sleeping pills. Reportedly, she ingested 8 pills. Her roommate noticed that she was having trouble breathing and called 911. Now, Christy Brinkley rushed to the hospital to be by her daughter's side. Billy Joel says he stayed away because he didn't want to cause a circus-like atmosphere with the paparazzi being there, but wants us to know that he was on the phone with doctors and his, ex-wife the entire time. Now Alexa's out of the hospital and doing better. Did I mention it was because of an ex-boyfriend, an argument she had with that? She thought that was worth taking her life. According to RadarOnline.com, Tiger Woods did pay his mistress, Rachel Uchitel, after a secret phone call where Rachel assured Tiger, "I was not the one who leaked the story about our affair." I don't know how this got out, but once he believed her, he reportedly paid her anywhere from $1 to $3 million for her silence and to keep all those text messages and photos and all, whatever she has, under wraps. Now, no telling what he's going to give the rest of these women who are coming out of the woodwork now, saying they too had long-term flings with Tiger Woods. Now, Tiger has been in hiding ever since he crashed his car. He's only been making statements on his website, and after that, he's kept his mouth shut. He canceled an appearance at a golf tournament, his own charity tournament. Well, he's scheduled to be the best man at his best friend's wedding next weekend in South Carolina. This is the same guy who arranged for Rachel Uchitel to fly to Australia to be with Tiger, made all the arrangements, paid for the tickets so there would be no trail leading back to Tiger, which ultimately that did no good because we all found out it was led back to Tiger. So it'll be interesting to see if he actually shows up to serve as best man in that wedding. Finally, Taylor Lautner. I didn't want to make Tiger the #1 story again, so I made it Taylor Lautner. He's a cute kid, and he just got a really big deal. He signed on to be the superhero in this new movie called Max Steel. He plays the lead 19-year-old sports guy, extreme sports junkie, who somehow is infected and ends up with superhuman powers. So his human powers leads a secret agency to hire him to do their work. So hopefully he'll be a good guy. I'm sure he will. In the meantime, his relationship with Taylor Swift. I wanted to say Taylor Smith. Where did I get that? Taylor Swift continues to move along quite nicely. He showed up to surprise her backstage when she was performing in Kiss FM's Jingle Ball out in LA last week. People in the audience never even knew he was there. He hung out backstage the whole time and then stood side stage when she performed her concert. Apparently, he's getting along really great with Mom because he knows that's how you get in good with the daughters. You get in good with the moms. So everybody said he was laughing and joking with her and members of Taylor's entourage. No word if she's going to follow him to New York City because Boy Taylor is scheduled to host Saturday Night Live this weekend. Wouldn't it be interesting if she was scheduled to be the musical guest? But I don't think that's the case. And that is your Showbiz Top 5.